And hello again there, YouTube. Happy Labor Day 2018. This is something I just recently picked up. Craigslist find. I'm going to continue this with my Aerodynic unboxing videos, if that's what you want to call it. I should just rename this thing Aerodynic of the Wild or something. Anyway, so this is an Aerodynic Model 24. Appears to be a Model 24R. If I get close to the tag, it's actually an RQ. This is the same condition that I just picked it up in. So as you can see visually, there's a couple things on here that I'm going to have to clean up besides being dirty. It's missing an end cap. It does have red lamps on the one side, which is actually kind of neat. Domes don't look to be too bad. I am kind of curious and a little bit concerned about these zip ties. I'm not sure what they were trying to accomplish. Maybe keeping the dome on or from sliding. This side does have its end cap. I've already taken the liberty of taking the screws out. So before all said and done here, let's take a look and see what we got. Here we go. It's like Christmas in August. There we go. We snip that zip tie off. That way it's not in the way. Pull this guy back. Or not. It's making a liar out of me. I do laugh because this guy actually has his wiring is actually AC wiring. So obviously he's rewired this bar, and it's all AC wiring at this point. So there we go. There's one side off. As you can see, as I step over myself, apologize for that. There's the clear dome. It's okay. It's dirty. Doesn't look like it's too bad. Needs an end cap. I probably can salvage an end cap from someplace else and actually get a clear dome. Just needs to be cleaned up. Back to the bar itself. Red lamps. That's actually kind of nice. They're 4416Rs. At least one of them is. Let's see what the other one is. So that's a bonus. I didn't expect that. What's this guy? Another 4416R. So again, bonus. As you can see, the bar's dirty, as to be expected. It's pretty easy to clean that up. I'm looking to see if there's anything, you know, jumping out at me going like, oh no, I'm going to have to take a lot of effort on this. But no, it appears to be mostly dirty. It's definitely a 24R. I don't know what this is back here. I'm not sure what this is for. That's pretty interesting. I've never actually seen that on an Aerodynic before. It's definitely not federal. It almost would lead me to believe that this was added post for something else. I'm not sure if they put a light in there or if something else was there. It's very possible. But moving around to the other side, I'm gonna have to fight with this dome now because it doesn't want to come out. Second here. It's coming. I'm just fighting with it with one hand. Dirty centerpiece, obviously. Again, this is why I say out in the wild. Come on. I'm going to pause this. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. That was pretty nice. So I did get it off. I had to fight with it a little bit. But, again, I'm not sure what the point of these zip ties are. Pretty big zip tie, too, but let's get that out of the way. Let's take a look at this other side and see what's going on. Obviously, a little bit of a wiring nest going on as far as I can tell. That's the end. The end cap is kind of beat. It's a used dome. Doesn't look like it's in too bad shape though. Again, looks like it needs more of a cleaning than anything else, to be honest with you. I'll put this guy down. Again, I like this because these are kind of like what I see. People ask me, hey, what do you run into when you're out there? This is what I run into. So let's see, what is it? I think it's an RQ, if I remember correctly. It is 24 RQ. The RQ basically means that it's a quartz or halogen bulbs. The bulbs in this guy are anything but. I think these are 4415s. These are like floodlights or motorcycle floodlights. 4415. Look at that. Look at that. At least I know my bulbs. That's impressive. What's this guy? Looks to be the same. It's another 4415. None of these four, out of the four bulbs that are on this, none of them are correct. The RQ essentially is a sealed beam Aerodynic, or more commonly called the Aerotwinsonic, and it should have the halogen bulbs. Bear with me while I'm, again, one hand and doing this stuff. So like any halogen series par 36 spots are what you're going to use. So let's take a look at this. This is kind of interesting. I saw this when I was coming up. So we have what's going from one rotator to another. I kind of like how he did that. This is definitely not factory. Your speaker wires, which are fine. And I'm not sure what is this. I'm assuming this is the wiring he chose to go with, right? So he's got his ground going over here. He's got this going to the motor. I don't know what I don't even know what this is. Like, what did he do? He looks like he put like a wiring tap on there. Anyway, that'll come undone. Anyway, other things to point out, 1986. So that means that this bar is the SAE on the frame is 86. So 1986 Aerodynic. Let me get some pictures behind it. Again, I'm going to keep this short because there's really not a lot to... You just get to see what I'm looking at, like the dirt levels and so on and so forth, and give you an idea of what I start with before I start cleaning these guys up. The motor. Is there a date on this motor, and can we see it? Of course, it is on the side that I can't get to. I see a 2.5 there. Can we get in there and look at it? Hold on. Guys may have to take my word for this one because it's kind of hanging at the bottom. Let's see if we can spin this around. Take a look at it. Like I said, the actual, as I take bulbs out, the power cord coming into this light is like home wiring. So the guy rewired this with home wiring. The motor reads 86. So the motor's original. The motor matches the number on the bar. My next step is to strip this guy down as you get to see the back of it. Again, I don't know what the point of these zip ties are. I said I'm just going to keep this simple. Another thing to point out while I've got it apart is how this works, or how the sealed beam Aerodynic works compared to the independent rotators, which I'm more fond of. You guys are familiar with the Visibar, the Twinsonic, and I even talked about this with some of the original series, Jet Series bars. It's the same thing. Motor, gearbox, chain going over to this rotator, chain going over to that rotator. What works is that as the motor spins, it spins the drive axle, or these gears down here. They spin, which in turn spins two cogs at the bottom like bike chains. Chain goes over, hits this guy over here, then again the chain over here on this guy. So they're pretty basic in a nutshell. It's not too bad. I'm going to remove some stuff off here right off the bat just because I kind of don't like what they did with this. This is somebody that kind of ghetto rigged it for one way or the other. All in all, it doesn't appear to be too bad. It's just dirty. I'm going to see if I can dig out some feet. I think I'm going to give this guy a cleaning. I may have some domes I can throw on it right off the bat, but I figured I'd just throw this up there and say, you know, hey, Labor Day edition Aerodynic unboxing. I did get one other bar. It's a code 344. It's basically the newer version of the LP6000. I may make a video of that a little bit later. That's in much better shape. But in this instance, let's take a look at this. All right, have a good holiday, YouTube.